Good afternoon, everybody, on this Tuesday, May the 10th, 2011. It's time for your Weather Blast. Got my NCIS hat on, as you can see. Got the NCIS board game back there on top of my, if you haven't noticed that yet, somebody did notice that. That's not a refrigerator behind me, though, by the way. That's some of my CD storage, my vast library of CDs. All kinds of good music. But anyway, it's NCIS night, my favorite show of all time. Won't miss it for anything. Tonight is the last episode of Season 8. Somebody at the heart of NCIS looks to go down tonight. But I think it's a ruse. I think it's to call out the port-to-port killer. It's kind of a story arc that's been going for a while. And I don't think a member of the team is going to go down. They're just going to make it look like. They got to have a cliffhanger. So my thinking is that tonight they're going to make it look like a member of the team, the critical heart of the NCIS team, is going to go down tonight. But I think it's to make it look like they went down so it would bring out whoever the port-to-port killer is. That's just my take on it. And I love that show. I know it's on another network. I don't care. It's America. I'll watch what I want. But NCIS, Leroy Jethro Gibbs is the man. Mark Harmon. He's the guy. Yes, he is. All right. I'm kind of DiNozzo if you haven't figured that out. I wish I could look like him. All right, let's get to the weather. I'll do a little Abby weather forensics here for you with our weather blast. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Here's the map. It only takes in a little chunk of our northeastern counties. It has been a muggy day, still a muggy day, and we said this morning that if thunderstorms do begin to pop, they would be more likely northeast of the Bowling Green area, and that's the case. They haven't been rough yet, or at least as of 3:30 this afternoon, but still time and still enough daytime heating that something could get going over there. The counties in the WBKO viewing area that are under the severe thunderstorm watch are Breckenridge, Hardin, LaRue, and Taylor. And again, that's until 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central time for this evening. Now, temperatures have been on the warm side. Here's a look at mesonet temps. Showing low to mid-80s, and then you factor in the dew points in the 60s, well, you've got a really juicy air mass. And really all you need is something to trigger that to pop the thunderstorms. We talked about that cap, that lid of warm air over the area yesterday. It's still here and still holding back any real thunderstorm development. So I don't think we'll see much around the Bowling Green area, but off to the east and the northeast is certainly possible. Here's a look at the current surface map, and you can see all the yellow boxes indicating severe thunderstorm watches. That includes the one I mentioned here for parts of north central Kentucky. And it goes on down that, and you can see that kind of quasi-warm, quasi-stationary front. That is actually the trigger to break the cap for some of those thunderstorms to form, and that's where all the bad weather is occurring right now. Even though we haven't had anything too bad come out of this, there could be a few strong to severe storms east of our area. Now, as we jump another 24 hours, here is the 18Z, 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock Wednesday surface map and what it will look like. High pressure down in the Gulf, and it's big. It's a big ridge. It's going to keep us dry for the day on Wednesday. And notice how all the rain just ups and arcs way over Kentucky, way above the Ohio River. See, that's the pattern. We're stuck here. We're stuck with that at least for another day or two until that pattern begins to break down. The high pressure ridge breaks down, the cold front to the west and the plains, which is causing severe weather today, like in Salina, Kansas, down to Oklahoma, down into Texas. That area is going to move east. As a matter of fact, here is the Day 3 SPC, Storm Prediction Center, severe weather threat. This is for Thursday, and this is when the ridge begins to break down and we begin to see a little better chance of storms here. That slight risk area moves right up against the Mississippi River, and I think probably by Friday may even move into our area. So we'll see what happens there, but the risk goes up a little bit more, but not a whole lot. We're not talking April 27th stuff here. And this would be general strong storms, a few maybe becoming severe as we get closer to, say, Thursday night or Friday. Now, the extended forecast, of course, we've talked about this, have been talking about it the last couple of days, looking to hit the 90-degree mark tomorrow because there won't be, I don't think, any thunderstorm development. The air will be very moist, but there won't be a trigger. That front that's over us today or to the north of us will move away a little bit more, and I think the air is going to be really capped off from sending us any storms. But then as we get into Thursday, the front draws closer, and the temperatures start to go down, and there's our better chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms starting Thursday evening, afternoon, and evening, all the way through the weekend and into even early next week. I don't think it's going to be enough rainfall to cause any further flooding problems, but certainly it is going to be rain nonetheless, and it is going to cool us off, as you can see there, into the 70s. This weekend, we've got some big things going on, and I want to remind you, our next big Kroger weather radio event, it will be at the Kroger on Scottsville Road this Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon. Me, Shane, and Stephanie will be there to sell and program Midland weather radios. You need to have one. Either the desktop model that you see there, the white one, which is called the WR100. Look it up online and check it out. Pretty reasonable, $30. We'll get you that. For a little bit more, you can get the new portable radio, the new portable Midland Weather Alert radio that is tunable, as I mentioned yesterday, to any NOAA Weather Service radio tower in America. We'll be programming both of those on Saturday, 10 a.m. to noon. The American Red Cross is also going to be there to take some monetary donations to help the tornado victims across the South. So you get to buy your groceries, buy a weather radio, and help the folks in the South devastated by the tornado. So you get to do a lot of great things all in one stop at Kroger, Scottsville Road, in the Greenwood Square there on Saturday. Then, as you know, on Friday, this Friday, probably one of you that have hit the like button on my fan page, Facebook, is going to win one of those portable weather radios. So be sure and hit the like button on my Facebook page, and that's all you have to do. Now, you don't have to like me because I like NCIS. I know you probably like Dancing with the Stars or some other show, but it's NCIS. It's such a good show. I can't wait to see it. So pumped about it. Anyway, I'll see you in the morning, guys. I'm just kidding around. I'll see you in the morning. Have a great evening on this Tuesday. Don't bother me while I'm watching NCIS. And those of you that follow me on Twitter, you know I talk to my NCIS Twitter buddies down the line. Just excuse that. Just hit it, erase, or delete. It's just my little guilty pleasure on Tuesday nights. Have a good evening. I'll see you with a podcast early in the morning, AM Kentucky at 5:30. Weather shouts anytime. Remember, know the weather before it knows you. That's your weather blast for this Tuesday. God bless.